let's just start by giving ourselves a few moments to arrive. You might like to tuck in your chin so the back of the head is heavy, the neck long. See if you can relax the shoulders so the back is wide. You might like to take your focus under the toes and feet, so you're pressing through the toes, pressing through the heel. You might feel the thighs draw towards each other just a little. And then you might like to invite just a tiny hint of a smile onto the corners of the mouth. So we're going to start in a simple 3-part breath pattern. We'll start by placing both of our hands, heel of the palm on the hip joints. And then just fingers, lower belly. Just allow your belly to rise and fall with the breath. So we're looking for an abdominal breath. You might like to breathe in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. Just feel the rise and fall of each breath. No beginning, no end. Just like the waves on the beach. Without trying to change your breath, you might just start to notice the quality of the breath. Is it even or scattered? Is it fast or slow? And just notice how busy your mind is right now. Can we be here? So often our mind and body are in two different places. Body is here, but mind is trying to change, trying to interpret, fix, solve. You might just invite your mind back to the next breath. To the feeling in the body. Let's move the heel of our palm up to our rib cage now. Fingers can touch each other in the middle of the ribs. We'll take a big breath in, feel the ribs spread wide. And then sigh out. You might find the fingers come back to touch. See if you can really spread the rib cage wide. Feel the breath move into the back of the body. Feel the rhythm of each breath. Now, when you're ready, we're going to cross our palms over. So our hands are in an X shape. Fingers come just under the collarbone inside the shoulder, and the inside of our wrists stack one on top of the other, right at heart center. And just take a breath in and out. You might like to just scan through the face and soften each of those muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. All right, so very simple practice today. We're going to start by taking our hands behind the head. You might just rest the head in the hands. Take the elbows as wide as you can. We'll take a breath in. And as we sigh out, just lift the head up. Inhale to come down. Exhale to rise up. Let's take a few more here. See if you can keep your head as heavy as possible, your elbows as wide as possible. So we're not pulling the head up or causing any stress. And one more time. And we'll take the head down, bring the arms back by the side of the body. This time we'll press into the hands. Take a breath in. As we sigh out, slowly raising the tailbone up, pressing into the feet. Inhale to roll the spine down. Exhale to curl up. You might notice you're working your thigh muscles here, your glutes. You might keep your attention on your shoulders or your feet. Feeling sense of stability. Let's do two more. As you come down, you might like to draw the knees into the chest and maybe just a little wobble side to side. And we're going to rock and roll up to a seated position. You might like to take your hands back down, press into the floor, lift the hip bones off the ground, and then just allow that momentum to rock you up. You might even take a few rock and rolls, massaging the spine. And when you're ready, we're just going to meet in a seated position, extending the legs out. Bring your hands right next to the hips and curl your toes in towards the head. So should feel strong sensation down the back of the legs. We're going to keep our hands and our heels exactly where they are as we press into the hands and heels, lift the tailbone up, and then slowly come back down. Hips come right between the hands. So just find your own rhythm here, moving with the breath. Just allow your body to slowly find that rhythm. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your neck as you look up, lift up. You might tuck in your chin. And we'll do one more time. And this time, just bring the feet together, knees wide. And you might like to just let your head be heavy, allow your knees to flop out to the side. Sigh it out. We'll come back up. This time we're going to draw our feet together, knees together. And just allow your body to roll back. So find that sit bones, or maybe just the very base of your tailbone. Your arms are heavy. We're in Navasana, our boat pose. Palms turned up. Draw the feet together, draw the knees together. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or holding any tension in your face. And please come out of this whenever you need to. If you can take one or two more breaths, you might. And when you're ready, we're going to just roll over our knees, come into all fours, and stack our hands underneath the shoulders, hips over the knees. Let's take a breath in and drop the spine, lift the chin, and then sigh out, curl the spine up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to let go. And just find your own rhythm. Keep pressing through each individual finger. Curling the tailbone under as you lift the spine. Every day you do this, your body will feel different. So what can we notice on this day? And we'll come back to our tabletop. Let's tuck the toes at the back. This time we're going to just roll back, bring our sit bones to our heels. Drop your shoulders down. It's a strong sensation in the toes. Just let it be there. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, we're going to slowly raise our sit bones up, bring our hands around to the back of the spine, kidneys. We'll take a big breath in, grow as tall as we can, lifting up. As we sigh out, just lean back. You might come a little or a long way. Inhale to press through the toes, lift back up. Exhale to lean back. Let's do a few more. You'll feel that strong sensation down the front of the legs. Let it be there. And if you like to finish in full Ustrasana, you might bring your hands down towards the heels. And just take a breath here. And if this is not working for your body, just come down into a child's pose. Slowly, just bring the whole body down and all the way down to the mat. Head heavy, arms heavy. Just give yourself a few moments. Sighing out, sinking down. As we take our next breath in, we're going to just keep our knees on the ground, but take our arms way overhead. Let's lift up, reach up. Exhale, sweep the hands behind. Inhale, lifting, reaching up. And letting go. One more time. And bring the hands back down to the mat. We're going to walk them forward this time. And just drop the shoulders down to the mat. We're in a puppy pose. You'll feel strong sensation in the back of the shoulders. You might like to take a big sigh. And slowly walking the hands back. We'll bring them under the shoulders. We're going to step our right foot in between the hands. And let's just slowly lift our head up. We'll wrap our left arm under the right, left elbow under the right. Maybe your hands come together, maybe just the knuckles. Let's lift our hands up, drop our shoulders down. We're going to take a breath in. As we sigh out, drop the shoulder to the knee. Keep pressing through that foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Just find your own rhythm here. You'll notice that to keep that stability through the ground, you have to keep leg muscles engaged, pressing through the toes, drawing the thighs towards each other. Let's come up one more time. And just hold it here. And we're going to open our arms out, turning towards the knee. Just extend the arms wide. Take a big sigh. And then we'll windmill the arms all the way down. Take the foot back. You might like to roll through the hips. And when you're ready, step the left foot forward. And just slowly floating the head up. This time, right arm wraps under the left. And we'll drop the shoulders, raise the elbows up as far as we can. Lifting up, take a breath in. Sighing out, shoulder to knee. Just find your own rhythm, moving with the breath. All right, one more, reaching up as high as you can. Fingertips reach to the sky. This time we open out, turn towards the left knee. Just let the hands reach away from each other. Keep pressing through the toes. Big sigh out, windmilling the hands all the way down. And we'll take the left foot behind. And just like before, walk the hands forward, drop the shoulders down. Big sigh. Slowly pressing back into our tabletop. We'll do one more in this shape, this time taking one hand to our lumbar spine. Let's take our right hand. Just rest it there. We're going to roll that shoulder back as we breathe in. And then exhale, hand to the mat. Switch sides. Inhale, lifting up, rolling the shoulder back. Exhale, hand down. And we might do one more time. And sigh it out. Let's extend the arms. We're going to come all the way down onto our belly. And just bring our arms down by the side of the body. We're going to start today by just lifting one leg at a time, lower body only. So upper body is soft. Take a breath in. As we sigh out, we'll lift our right leg up straight behind the body. Inhale down, and then sigh out, left leg comes up. See if you can keep your belly button pressed into the floor. And just move from side to side. And we'll do one more each side. At this time, draw the feet and the legs together. Bring the palms into the side of the body. We'll take a breath in. As we sigh out, just lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach the fingers along the legs. Take a breath. Take one more breath. Feel the belly press into the mat. And then we'll sigh out and come down. All right, one more time. Thighs draw together, feet are touching. Let's lift up. Can you take the shoulders further away from the ears, the neck long? Most important is to make sure you're keeping on breathing, so belly pressing into the mat. And sighing out. And we'll come down all the way. Let's take our arms into a cactus shape now. And we're going to try and keep our shoulders heavy, just like we did before. Lift the leg up behind the body. And then we're going to roll over, tap that foot onto the ground. And then roll back. You might like to move your neck side to side. Most important thing here is to really get that extension on the leg as you lift up. And just allow all the twisting to be in the lower body. If it feels good for your neck, you're welcome to look behind and take the stretch a little further, a little deeper. And keep your shoulders as heavy as you can. And we'll come back onto our bellies. Let's come up onto our elbows now. Elbows under the shoulders. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. Take a few breaths here. If you feel comfortable here, you might like to go even deeper. Taking the hands a little wider, straightening the arms. Come up into a full cobra. Welcome to stay in that Sphinx shape if you like. Every cue is an invitation. And we'll slowly come all the way back down. And we're just going to roll over onto our back, right where we started from. You might like to extend one leg long and draw the other knee right up into the chest. Let your tailbone be heavy, shoulders heavy. And then we'll switch sides. So roll the other knee up, extend the leg long. See if you can keep moving side to side without upper body holding any of the tension. So no tension in your jaw or your cheeks. We're pressing through our tailbone. All right, let's bring both knees up now. We'll take one hand on each knee and just roll into some circles. Maybe changing direction. We're going to come into a figure four. So we'll take our left foot over the right knee. And see if you can leave your feet in the air and take your arms wide. We want our spine to be as flat as we can make it. So lift that tailbone up a little so spine flattens, shoulders are heavy. We'll take a breath in. And as we sigh out, just roll the knees across the body. When you're ready, rolling back onto the spine. Untangling the legs, you might like to just swap straight to the other side. Right foot over left knee. Keep those arms wide. Take a breath in. And as we sigh out, roll the knees over. Let's come back onto the spine. We'll reach in between the legs. You might like to take a hold of your shins or maybe around your ankles, whatever works for your body. Ideally, head is heavy, tailbone is heavy, so we're not creating too much pressure in the upper body. You might like to just rock a little from side to side. Draw the knees in, press the feet up. And when you're ready, just extending the legs into our final resting shape. Just a few minutes of Shavasana today. You might like to just roll the thumbs a little wider, feeling the back of the body widen. Feeling come off those shoulder blades. Chest is open. Everything heavy, everything surrendering. Spend so much of the day with our energy in our head. As we do a grounding practice like this, we just help move our energy a little more towards our feet, towards the ground. Maybe our mind and body become a little more connected. Take a moment to notice wherever your mind's drifted up to. You might like to stretch fingers or wiggle toes. Maybe reaching above the head. And let's roll onto our side. Okay, I'm going to take a breath here. And then slowly press under your shoulder and come up to sit. Head rising up last of all. Let's bring our palms to heart center. You might like to take a moment just to acknowledge coming to the mat today. You might like to make a small intention for the day ahead. Let's bow to each other and say namaste.